Okay, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Tom Murrell, who's going to be our moderator tonight. Tom has taken on the task of being the adjudicator for this wonderful debate. And of course, we'll have a public forum later for discussion. So I'll hand over to Tom for the night.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Well done. Emotive, controversial, confusing. That's the current debate on climate change at the moment. It's my role to be the moderator, and so I'll be very strict in that moderating role. Just some housekeeping matters before we get underway. In the event of fire or emergency, the exit sign is at the back of the room, and there is a fire escape to exit down. Congratulations to the Australian Institute of Geoscientists in terms of putting on this event. It is a record crowd, standing room only, and it's great to see so many people interested in this particular issue. The format for this evening is that in a moment we'll have, in true Australian style, a toss of the coin to see which speaker goes first. They have been allocated 20 minutes to put their case. So 20 minutes each, times the two speakers. Then we'll be taking an intermission break for a refreshment and have a break, and then we will have a facilitated, moderated debate and discussion where you'll have an opportunity to ask a question from the floor. I will be very strict that if you stand up and make a statement and grandstand and put your emotive point of view, I will definitely cut you down. I'm asking for questions rather than statements. There's a lot of people here with a lot of differing views, and we want to get through as many different questions as possible in that debate time. You'll need to have the microphone, and you'll need to stand up, and you'll need to say your name and where you're from in a loud, clear voice before you ask the question. So I guess it's appropriate that we're at the Gloucester Park in the Golden Nugget Room, and it's appropriate that we choose a coin to see who goes first. And I guess many people in the room could probably tell me the mineral content of this particular coin, and perhaps DNA trace the mineral content to which mine in Australia that it came from. Because tonight is really opening up the debate about climate change from a scientific point of view, and in particular from a geoscientific point of view. I come from a marketing background, and marketing experts will tell you there are three types of groups of public in terms of the publics. And this is a theory by a guy called James Grunig. He says one group of people is what's known as latent. They know nothing about the topic and do nothing about it. The next group of people are what Grunig calls aware. They're aware of the issue, but they don't do anything about it. And the third group of people is what is known as active. They're aware of the issue and they're actively taking action and doing something about it. You can't jump straight from latent to active. This is diffusion theory, so you need to educate people and build awareness, and that's the goal of this evening, to build awareness. So we have the Wiley Professor. Would you like to come up on stage, Professor? The Wiley Professor and the ambitious advocate. Come up on stage, guys, and I'll formally introduce them once we work out who wins the toss. And so I'm going to get you to call first. Is that all right, as I toss the coin in?
Tails it is.
Tails it is. My word, that is tails. Would you like to go first?
I'll go second.
You'll go second. Interesting tactical call, though. Yeah, give him a round of applause for that.